Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another cooking show because why? Well, a girl's gotta eat. You know, I'm on my vegan quest, road to veganism, if you will. Lots of vegetables, obviously, because that's what veganism is about. We're gonna be doing some cooking. Then later on, we'll be doing some eating, or I guess I'll be doing some eating. So let's get started. All right, we're gonna be cooking 2 meals today. The first one is going to be a cauliflower roast. This side is really primarily my roast, and this side are the ingredients for my gravy. All right, so we're starting off with some tahini, parsley and rosemary, herbes de Provence, olive oil, salt, garlic. So all of these ingredients are going to be mixed together with our red potatoes and our carrots in this bowl. And then we're gonna line our Pyrex pan here. And then we're gonna add our cauliflower, and that's going to act as our protein for the dish. And this is all gonna bake in our oven. Look at me, getting all professional and shit. And now watch me fuck up. All right, so let's get started, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and move my mixing bowl over here because I'm right-handed and I need a little space. So we're gonna start off by mixing kind of our wet and seasoning ingredients in our bowl, and then we'll add our vegetables because the tahini is not the easiest to work with. And I can definitely attest to the fact that this is kind of like thick. It's not that moist. It will take some mixing. Now we'll grab our garlic. I love me some garlic. I'm adding a little more than normal, but if you want to follow the recipe, it will be right here. Right here. Now we're adding our salt, parsley, our French herbs, and most of this olive oil. And now we're gonna do our mixing. And you really kind of gotta break apart that tahini because it's kind of like a lump of clay or something. I don't know how else to describe it. I've never actually tasted it, so I'm excited to see what it's going to taste like, but it looks like something I should be putting on my face, like as part of like a beauty video or something. I'm just gonna keep it real. All right, so now we're gonna move forward and add our vegetables. So we're gonna start off with carrots, and we're gonna mix that up. And now for our potatoes. I can see that I still have some clumps around the side of the bowl. That means that I should be mixing a little better. So this looks pretty well mixed. I'm kind of curious as to what it's gonna taste like, so I'm gonna grab a carrot and just give it a little try. It's actually really good. I'm so excited. It tasted really good. And it's not even cooked yet. But that's kind of what's great about cooking vegetarian and vegan. Look at me sounding like I've been doing this all my life, but you can actually like do a lot of taste testing while you're cooking because it's all vegetables. It doesn't have to be cooked. Like you're not going to get sick or whatever. All right, so let's start by adding the brains of our dish. Cauliflower always look like brains to me, and I guess that's kind of gross, but. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the vegetables that I just mixed up. All right, so I didn't pour all of my oil because I needed just a little bit left to drizzle over my brains. So let's go ahead and do it. I don't know why, but like drizzling is always like really fun for me. I also like to paint my food, but I don't have one of those brushes, so I guess next time. And we're just gonna take what we have left of our little seasoning from the bowl and kind of spread it around so that way our cauliflower gets flavor as well. Of course, this would be easier if I had a brush, but I don't because despite all of my efforts, I am not a professional chef. But hopefully that will change over the course of the next X number of however long it takes for me to get my life together in the kitchen. All right, so we're gonna add some nature in order to make it look pretty. And we're gonna wrap it with foil and put it in the oven. Does anyone know if it matters what side of the foil you use? Like, is the shiny part supposed to go down or the dull part supposed to go down? I never understood. I'm not gonna find out today, not until later when you guys tell me if I did it wrong. So now we are ready to bake. So we are going to put this in the oven, let it bake for 30 minutes and move on to our gravy making situation right here. All right, so I was boiling some vegetables in my handy little, whatever this is, induction thing that I bought at, where was it? Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath & Body Works. Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's my little Copper Chef induction system, which I actually like a lot. It makes these little cooking shows kind of fun and easy. I had some vegetables boiling in some water. I'll need that for later, but I also need the vegetable stock that it produced. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this water situation. Hey guys, I want to tell you to check out my newest video on my review channel, Pursuit of Brilliance. I post new videos once a week on Saturdays. We do a lot of cool things, which I can't wait to share with you. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications, and pop on over to Pursuit of Brilliance. Catch you on the flip side. All right, now we need to add these things in this water. This is really hot water. I've already burnt myself. This is the vegetable stock that came out of the pot that we had here. And these are just basically going to soften in hot water, and then we'll use them later in a blend, which will become the gravy for our roast. So I'm just pouring in my lentils. And now for my cashews. Yay! I'm basically hella accomplished by now. Now that that is doing its thing, we're gonna take all of this stuff here, put it in this pan. So let me go ahead and turn this back on. And we're going to be sauteing everything. So we're gonna be pouring in our olive oil, and it's not a lot, but this is what the recipe called for. But honestly, I don't have faith in this little amount of olive oil, so may have to add a little more. It smells really good though. I love onions. I like mushrooms. I didn't like mushrooms as a kid, but I like them now. But I love onions. I don't know why. So next we will add our garlic and some more nature. These are grass clippings from my lawn. Just kidding, it's rosemary. All right, and we are just going to stir it all around. It's starting to smell really good, especially with the rosemary. So we are just going to finish sauteing this. It's been about 5 minutes. And then we are gonna add these items to our blender and blend it up. So be right back. All right, so now we have our cauliflower dish. I just grabbed it out of the oven. It's still very hot. It was baking for about 50 minutes, 30 minutes with the foil on, and then 20 minutes with the foil off. And what we're gonna do is grab these items and our saute, we're gonna blend it together, and that's gonna make our gravy that we're gonna pour on this. And supposedly it's gonna taste good at the end of it. And we're gonna test that theory. So let's get started. Just added our salt, our nutritional yeast. I don't really smell that great, to be honest. And the tiniest bit of nutmeg. That smells really good. And now we're going to add our lentils, which have been soaking in very hot vegetable stock. And our cashews in vegetable stock. Just kidding. So we're gonna turn on our blender. All right, so we just blended that up, and this made something, this is a gravy. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not super excited by this. I kind of wish that I didn't go down this path, but hopefully this recipe did not lead us astray, and this is actually way more delicious than it looks. Let's find out. So I'm going to take a little taste test and see if I want to pour this on that, because this actually smells and looks really good and I don't want to ruin it. Fingers crossed. This is a weird, I don't even know how to describe this. I don't love it. Definitely don't love it. It tastes pretty vegetable-y, which is right on par for its ingredients, but I'm not sure about that. Let's do another little taste test before I figure out what I want to do. I don't want to pour it on there because you can't take it back once you add it. It doesn't taste horrible, but that's not a great descriptive word for how you want to describe your food. So while it does taste better with the seasoned vegetables here, I don't love it. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about this, but like I do know that I'm not going to put it on that. You know, we keep it real here. When shit's not working out, it's not working out. This is gonna go off to the side here. And instead we're gonna get some salt and some hot sauce, and that makes anything instantly better. And that's how we're gonna roll with this. So give me 1 second. All right, so now for some salt, because it needed just a little bit more. And we're gonna use some habanero hot sauce. This is so good. And I'm just gonna put like 1 drop on like 1 potato, and I'm gonna eat that. Bon appetit. So much better. This right here, this is the business. Fuck what you heard about this. This is what's up. Anyways, thanks for joining me today as we went on this culinary adventure. Sometimes things don't always work out, and if you like the taste of vegetable dishwater, then feel free to continue with the recipe. I will enjoy this. I'll be adding hot sauce to it because I love hot sauce on everything. And let's move on to our next dish. Yay, we recorded some shit.